First of all, I'm done challenging myself. I'm over it. That shit is stupid. You know when you're young and they tell you, oh, you gotta face your fears? No, your fears are there to help you. The fears are good, okay? I have a fear of heights. That's a good thing. When I look over a side of a building, right, I'm not supposed to go, that looks beautiful. My balls should be in my neck when I look over the side of the building, okay? That's your body's way of saying, back up, you fucking idiot. You're done. Like an idiot, I decided to try to conquer my fear of heights by going skydiving. I don't know if any of you guys have gone skydiving here. Anybody? You went. Okay, a couple people gone skydiving. Let me tell you this shit. This is real. Skydiving is the stupidest fucking thing you could possibly do. The best case scenario is you live. You know what we were doing right before that? Living. We were living. That's what we were doing. Why would I pay $300 to keep fucking doing what I was doing? That's stupid. Now, like an idiot, I decided to go skydiving. Okay, I decided to go. I asked my friends, I say, you know, you guys went, did you like it? Everybody says, I loved it, right? And I realized that's because the people who they didn't really like it that much are dead, okay? They're not around to tell us how shitty skydiving could be sometimes, okay? There are no bad reviews on Yelp for skydiving. Because those people hit the ground before they could go on. Unsatisfactory experience. First time you go, you have to go. It's called tandem. Tandem means you spend $300 to be a bottom. So a bottom is the guy in the gay relationship that gets the dick put in him, okay? So basically, a guy in a spandex onesie. I want to point out, I didn't ask him to dress that way. I just want to point that out. I didn't send him an email and say, hey, you know how you're going to be really close to me tomorrow? Why don't you wear something that could fill your cock good? That'd be perfect. This asshole shows up in Lycra, head to toe Lycra. Did you go bobsledding earlier today? What the fuck is going on? Walks up behind me, goes, I'm going to strap you on. Whispers in my ear, when we jump out of the plane, I just want you to arch your back. You want me to what? Yeah, we're gonna videotape it. No, we're not gonna videotape it. I'm not gonna have a video of some dude in spandex right behind me. I started feeling comfortable. I checked myself, okay? I said, no dude's dick pushed up against my ass gonna make me question my sexuality, okay? I love chicks, nothing's changing that shit. Strap it on, onesie, let's fucking do this. I didn't realize I'd be going in a shitty little plane, okay? And for 15,000 feet, there would be constant turbulence. And I'm sitting on this motherfucker's lap. Dropping it like it's hot on his ass for 15,000 feet. Hot dog in the bun situation, okay? He's whispering in my ear, don't forget to arch your back. This warm-ass breath in my fucking ear. Shut up, shut up. Stop it with your warm-ass, nice breath in my ear. I start to feel uncomfortable again. Okay? I check myself once again. I say, no dude's dick vibrating ferociously against my ass, gonna make me question my sexuality. I love chicks. Nothing's changing that shit. Let's do this. We reached the altitude. We jumped out that plane. We started to fall. I wish that motherfucker was inside me. Look, I did. I could not be close enough to that man. He was like, arms open. I said, hold me, motherfucker. The fuck you mean arms? I'm the little spoon. You're the big spoon. We are spooning to safety. That's how this shit works. I don't care if any of you guys judge me. In that moment, I'd be fine if he was inside me. Because at least if he was inside me, if he tried to unbuckle me, I could be like, no! You're not going nowhere, buddy. I've been doing ass kegels for a month to prepare for this.
You know what I mean? It's like, I went skydiving once. Have you ever done that?
No, Envy has.
I have, yeah.
Okay, I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
What did you hate about it? Because I hated going up.
I hate the thought of jumping
But
out of a plane.
when you jumped
I
out
hate
and you're
watching on
flying,
YouTube the people
I
that
enjoyed
died.
that part. But the whole going up part, I didn't like.
Because it was terrifying the entire time. Like, okay, I
You're
got
jumping out
in
of a
there.
plane.
Yeah, in the beginning it's a plane ride. Then the door opens.
Yep.
And you realize you expected to jump out. And I'm strapped to a guy that I've never met before. And I didn't see the chute pack. And oh my God, I have kids. And all this stuff you're thinking as you edge up to the door. Next thing you know, you're just in the sky. There's no logical reason to be there. There's no, my life didn't depend on it. And yet I jumped out of this plane and you're just falling. And everyone says it feels like flying. But to me, it felt like falling at about 120 miles an hour. And I was terrified.
So what did you get out of the situation other than being terrified?
Well, the point is when the chute lands and you survive it, you go home at night, you eat dinner, food tastes better. House is quiet and still, and you feel comfortable and safe in your house. You're like, man, I'm glad to be home. Everything's good. So that's what it felt like. It felt like coming back and doing this Netflix special and all that. Felt like my chute opened, and everything's just good right now.
See, I don't got to do all that to get that feeling. I'm black in America. All I got to do is just drive through the neighborhood that I live in and make it home without being stopped, and I feel the exact
All right, well,
same
I
way.
live in a much nicer neighborhood, obviously. Let's get I was kidding. I mean, we're all black. You know what I mean? Like, I know what you mean, but it's not like I'm going to try to survive a traffic stop just to get that feeling. I mean, it's like, it's the black experience, but I did it. I don't know why I did it, but the point is that now I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing.
Would you do it again?
What, quit my show?
No. Skydive.
Oh, skydive? No, I don't think I would, man. I mean, like, I get it. I know what it's about. You know what I mean? I just think that, it's just one of those things. I didn't even mean to do it the first time. It's a long story.
I told you that you're running far enough from all of our tainted trust. It's only after hours that we've got love, but that's lust. 'Cause when the dark gets colder.
All right, jumping out of a plane. Hey, Bill, where are you at on jumping out of a plane? If you're a chicken shit American, I'm a Brit, how much money would it take you to jump? I got a bet with my mate that you hate heights and it'd take $500,000 US. Don't change your answer to be contrary to what I just guessed. Keep it fair, good sir. Thanks. Ah, Jesus. Another arrogant Brit. These guys think they're fucking geniuses. I've already done it, you fucking idiot, and I paid someone to do it. I went to in Pepperell, Massachusetts when I was 19 years old. And I didn't do a tandem jump either. I did a static line jump. I've told this story on the podcast, sir. If you're a little bit more up on it. And also, I have a pilot's license. I fly helicopters. So if I was afraid of heights, I mean, I'm afraid of heights. Look, if I don't have a parachute on my back and I'm not in a vehicle that's designed to fly, then yes, I'm afraid of heights. Like, I don't like, like if you, like one time I watched a YouTube video and they just showed these guys that had to climb up to the top of this fucking building. And then, no, not climb to the, well, they took the elevator. Who's getting hooked? They were on the roof and it was already on the fucking roof. This building was so fucking high up. And the wind up there must be ridiculous. I would literally just lay down in the fetal position and crawl back to the fucking door that leads to the stairwell, reach up to the handle, and fucking go back down. But this dude then climbs the fucking the radio tower or whatever. And it just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And the tower gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And he's hooking and unhooking his safety line. I literally, I couldn't, I mean, obviously the guy lived because it's his GoPro on his helmet. And I've never been so fucking unsettled watching something in my life. Okay? Then I would hate heights. But I think at that point, everybody hates heights. But, Yeah, when I was 19 years old, I went to this place in Pepperell, Massachusetts, which I don't think exists anymore. There might still be an airport there. And they had a school, and I did the static line jump. If you've ever seen that movie Fandango, one of Kevin Costner's earlier ones, where the dude from Breakfast Club, Judd Nelson, his character jumps out. That's exactly what I did. And I remember when we went up, the command was sit in the door, get out, and then he slapped you on the shoulder and said, go. And I remember when he said sit in the door, I thought he was saying close the door. So I was reaching up. I'm sitting down, reaching up, trying to close the door. And he had this big smile on his face like he thought I was chickening out. I feel like I just told this story on the podcast. And then I finally realized he was saying sit in the door. So you sit in the door, and basically it's one of those planes where the wing is above the aircraft. You know what I mean? It's on top of the aircraft as opposed to below, which actually gives you much better sight, I would think, as far as if you wanted to look down. And then there's the support that goes to the side of the plane. So, and then right above one of the landing wheels, the wheels don't retract on this plane, they had welded a little step. So you sat in the fucking door, and I forget how high we were. I want to say we were only like 1,500. We weren't that high up because your chute immediately comes out. So you sit in the door, then he goes, get out. And then what you do is you reach out and you grab that support beam from the wing and you hold on to that while one of your feet is standing on that little step thing. And then basically what you do is, I'm literally acting this out so I can remember it, is you then basically you bend your arms and you bring your chest like flush with the support beam. And then the foot that's dangling, you put it straight out behind you. It's almost like a yoga pose. So it was sit in the door, get out, and then he slaps your shoulder and he goes, go. And you let go, and then you arc, right? Arc 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, look, if nothing, look, reach, pull. And when you're looking over your shoulder to see if your chute came out. And then if nothing, you look down at the handle, reach, pull it. Because for some reason they say if you don't look down, you might be flailing. Because you're panicking because it's the first time you jumped and the chute didn't come out. Sorry, cayenne pepper. Hang on a second. So, anyways, I get out. He goes, go. I let go. And instead of arching, I don't know what I did. I just reached for something. All I know is I started doing front flips as my chute was coming out. And I felt it go by my leg, the inside of my leg. I felt it go by my leg. I felt something hit that. And I was immediately thinking, oh, my God, I'm going to roll right up in this fucking thing like, you know, when you put bacon on shrimp. And the second I had that thought, like the chute already had come out. And by the grace of God, I didn't get tangled up. I think about that sometimes, like how easily I could have fucking died. And then, boom, your chute comes out. And when your chute comes out, you don't even feel like you're falling because there's nothing going past you because you're above the tree line and all that. So you just feel like you're just sort of suspended in the air. And there was a radio, and this lady just talked you in. She'd say, pull the left toggle, and you had to pull it all the way down to your knee. Because I remember there was this big girl in the class, and she couldn't get it around her hips, and she landed across the street in a pile of loom and dislocated her knee. I remember that before, and then I went up after her, and I was just like, fuck. And then they have this ridiculous, you know, when you get to the tree line, you suddenly realize how fast you're falling. I think it was like 17 feet per second or maybe 11 feet. I can't remember, but it was really fast. It was like basically, you know, jumping off of a basketball rim, like how fast you'd come down. It had to be a little bit slower, right? Oh, no, because you're not reaching terminal velocity. I don't fucking know. So all I know is when you hit the ground, what you were supposed to do was look straight ahead. Because for some reason, if you look down at your feet, what you were going to do, they were worried you'd pick your feet up too quickly and somehow break your legs. So what you had to do is look straight ahead, and right as you hit the ground, You're supposed to do this little fucking like collapse down, and then this big ridiculous bring both your legs straight up in the air and then over to your side. I don't know why. I doubt that they still have people do that. And I did what everybody else did, is I came down, and the second my feet hit the ground, I did a face plant.
Let me tell you about a story so true. We're showing me style and it's all so cool. It's about a garment torn and frayed, yet in its threads, the story conveyed. Walking down the streets with holes in my teeth. These ripped things here, part of me you see. It ain't about the brand or the label it holds. It's about the journey, the stories it unfolds. In these ragged clothes, I find my voice. A testament to resilience, my choice. From the streets to the stage, I rock my style. In my tattered shirt, I walk that mile. Ripped and torn, but still I stand in my ragged attire. I command, it's not just fabric, it's a statement. I preach in my threadbare garment, I find my reach. From the barrio to the bar, I make my mark. In my worn out jeans, I leave a spark. They may call it rags, but I call it art. In every stitch and tear, I play my part. It's the struggle of the streets, the hustle so real. In my tattered jacket, I seal the deal. A symbol of defiance against the status quo. My passion, the pants, I let it show. It's not about the riches or the wealth I lack. In my faded hoodie, I stay on track. It's the heart of the hustle, the grind each day. In my worn out kicks, I find my way. Ripped and torn, but still I stand. In my ragged attire, I command. It's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. So here's to the ones with the clothes that tear. In our patched up attire we have, so let the world see our garments worn. For in our rags, our stories are born. In the language of the streets we speak. In our torn up clothes we find our peak.
Plant right into the grass. And my buddy grabbed the mic from the person and called me a dickhead, something like that. What a dickhead or something in the radio. So yeah, there you go. So I did it. And what are you basing chicken shit American on? Huh? All you tough guys over there with your fish and chips. Have you done it yet? 500 US. There's nothing you can. If I don't want to do something, I wouldn't do it. There's not money that you can give me. I know he goes, oh, give me a fucking break. No, I'm making great money. I got enough money. I'm good. To take my life in my fucking hands? No. That's one of those things. No, when I was back working at the warehouse, I mean, granted, I pay somebody. When I was working in a fucking warehouse, shit, let's see. How much would they, I mean, if they gave me, literally, if you gave me $400, you would have doubled my pay for the week, so I would have done that. Well, let's see. Let's go back to the building. To climb up that building, how much money would they have to give me? When I was working in the warehouse, $800. And that now for that building, I would say, I just wouldn't do it. No, I'm all right. I'm all set. I should actually send you guys that video. So it's not that I hate heights, sir. I hate risking my life to that level. If there's like a parachute or something like that, and there's a bungee cord or there's like a fucking safety line, that's fine. But going up that tower where I have to unhook the safety line and then hook it back up, and there's wind and shit, fuck that. That's too much of a risk. I wouldn't do that.